Alrighty, quiet on the set. Rolling the intro.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other friggin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack changing his microphone in the middle of the stream. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack. We interpret the nude so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack.
That's right. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Whacked Out Wednesday.
I know. Yeah, it's another fun day. And good afternoon to you, Selenia.
Hi, Selenia. Playing music on the lot for us. Thank you much. Always nice to have a bard around playing music.
I know.
Always nice to have a bard around. Of course, don't forget, giveaways are already open! Exclamation, I love free shit for a chance to win mystery game keys. Exclamation, bundle me for a chance to win streamer bundles.
Ooh.
And of course, you know the rest is donate some bits. We'll give away more game keys. Donate lots of bits. We'll play marbles. All that fun stuff. That's right.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you donate 300 bits, you get that Steam key, and it can be from 99 cents to $65.
That's right.
We've given the whole gamut away. A lot of them are the $10 variety. So
10, 20.
We shall see. Yeah, 10, 20.
All different varieties.
Yeah, all different varieties. And if you subscribe on Laz's channel, that puts you in for the monthly giveaway. If you subscribe on my side, you get eternal gratitude for
you get nothing.
No, you get gratitude for a month.
You get a subscription to Jack's OnlyFans for the month. Yeah.
You get a free subscription to my free OnlyFans. Yes. That has more followers than a certain game on or a certain
developer's Twitter channel. Let's put it that way. Yes. Have you actually beaten that yet?
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. All right, cool. Fans only. Here you go.
Yes. Hold on. Let me actually check right now.
I love this shit.
This is This is the funny part. You ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to the actual number of fans. There you go. We're tied currently.
Tied at 1,063. Well, that's just your active fans. If you go to
Yeah,
all your
well,
fans,
it's 2,300, but active is the only ones that actually matter.
yeah. Well, see, Twitter
Yes.
doesn't care whether it's active or not. Yeah.
Selene is like, what's your stage name on OnlyFans? It's Jack.
Cynicist.
Yeah, Cynicist. Yes, for everything.
Cynicist for everything.
Yep. You can find me all over the place as Cynicist.
Big Daddy. There you go, Bridge Troll.
Hey, some people do call me Daddy.
Ooh.
Some people do. Oh, what if I told you? I mean,
yeah, well,
there's a few of them. Yeah.
You told me about the party this weekend, so yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Competition yoga. Tell them competition yoga. Ash remembers.
Competitive yoga kit. Yes. So I did give someone their birthday spankings on the other day, and unfortunately, I'm not allowed to share those pictures.
Spanky McSpankerton the third.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't tell me you had pictures.
Well, she sent me pictures.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard for her to take pictures of you spanking her, huh?
Well, she didn't take pictures. She took pictures of the aftermath.
Oh, okay.
and then she said she loved it.
I'm loving
because
it.
She still has the reminder
every time she sits down.
Yes.
But moving right along, we've got some news today. We got to jump right out to the Tweeterverse.
The Tweeterverse, where the official Shroud channel hasn't tweeted in 12 days. And the official game channel,
nothing's gonna change.
The official game channel hasn't tweeted out since May.
No, they tweeted out 2 weeks ago, and this one was tweeted out. Didn't he double tweet that?
No, he didn't double tweet it.
I thought he did.
No.
That's Shroud, baby. Tell him, Coeur d'Alene. That's right.
That's inconsistent behavior.
But interestingly enough, is the official Shroud of the Avatar Catnip Games channel did actually like a tweet that we're about to talk about, which I think is awful funny. Coming from Crafty Mecha. What does it say at the top there? Does it say thread or a tweet?
It says tweet, but it is the thread.
Okay, well, mine said thread originally, and I went back to tweet, so just to make sure. So said tweet.
Well, I do have the thread that is displayed, even though it does say tweet.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, this may not be in the same order on his Twitter as it is on mine, but
14 hours ago.
Coeur d'Alene, yes, it is.
Yes. Lord British, aka Richard Garriott, supports Shroud of the Avatar this much. Seems like a really easy fix to show a little support. Slightly disappointing. Lord British offline since November. Necronut going with the, does anyone believe that if he logged in, there'd be more than 50 players playing to greet him? Who knows, but how many people won't even log in if the guy whose signature is on the box won't even log in as a gesture of good faith? All that effort is basically wasted if I signed maps and boxes and had magazines holding my name up high with "So does people," said I. Fair point, but if 68,000 people back a game and there are less than 100 left playing it, does a visit or two from Lord British do much to restore faith? Or did 67,900 people simply lose hope that promises would be kept? Crafty's response: I believe logging in is the lowest bar possible. The captain of the Titanic did a lot more than show his face on the deck once or twice. Secret projects aside, the Lordship is the Lordship. Are we to assume he has uninstalled? Necronet's like, the Lord sold his ship for a song to his first mate, bought a new ship with another Lord he knows, and then hired his former first mate to be his first mate on his new ship. So there is no first mate on either ship. I wonder what the Novian NPCs think of such behavior. What do they think about being abandoned by their king? If he refuses to meet those subjects at all, well, if you remember your dialogue with the NPCs, most of them don't know who Lord British is.
That's right.
So, if he refuses to meet those subjects at all, do they even want his name associated with their world? Why is that a given? Better to clean house afresh.
Moving right along.
Moving right along, here's a couple things that would bring me back to the game. One, remove entirely pointless story of episode 1 and stop even talking about further story development. Let a sandbox be a sandbox. Either A, delete Bard, or B, make Bard completely non-functional in PvP.
PvP, what's that?
Yeah, what is PvP? What is PvP? Because are we even still on? I know it's been a while since we PvP'd, but are we even on the top 30 leaderboard?
Nope, been more than a month.
Okay, hold on.
Tina
Let's go
says
check
he
the
thinks we
leaderboard.
should delete archers.
Oh, delete archers. How about we delete Shroud Math?
Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Yes.
That would definitely be interesting.
Yes. Deleting Shroud Math. Then Crafty coming back with elect a new king with vision who isn't a subordinate, who isn't afraid to rebrand the entire project. If they won't include Novia in their new development, then what business does Novia have being associated with them? Advertising kickback is far from acceptable. Yeah. Crafty's like, maybe remove Lord British from all aspects of Outlander marketing and make all descriptions of the game. Lord British has shown his commitment to Novia. We probably need to start building a new narrative that isn't stroking any egos of fictional kings, no matter what they designed or wrote. Is there anybody on the payroll left to make any changes, according to Bridget Royal, who also said PvP is Paladin versus Paladin. In the town of Paladins, you can always ask, what's a Paladin? And be like, what's a Paladin?
I thought it was poop versus pee.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, interestingly enough, yeah, you would think that he would log in, at least once a month just for shits and giggles. Just to keep his login fresh, but I guess not. Is sort of depressing to see, that it's been so long since he's logged in. But as many may know, he's taken Chris Spears away from Shrouded Avatar. Nothing's gonna change. Yeah. Like, let's just back shelf development because we're gonna demonetize Shroud of the Avatar and go work on a brand new NFT game that's got nothing to do except monetization. Yay, yeah,
Yeah.
hypocrites, hypocrites. I tell you what.
Well, I mean, it's almost like this game was designed really about. I mean, early on discussions, rares are going to be important.
Hey, I've got
Land is going to be expensive and easily tradable. Everything's going to be tradable. Everything's going to be interactable. And you know what? Anything that's sold on the asset store will have a crafted equivalent of some sort that doesn't require an add-on store purchase. I mean, it's not as pretty.
Yes, I have a 2.5 hour plus discussion from Lord British and Starlong themselves talking about how RMT is something that they support, needs to be done, and if anybody wants a link to it, I will go dig it out and send you said link because even Lord British buys gold in other games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you were there for that, so I don't have to tell you. You know that. But yeah, it's but no, let's not do that. Cat, get out of there. I get the water bottle.
Okay, that's a bad kid.
Bad kitty.
That's my penny pie.
That's right. But it is what it is. Yeah, let's see my game. Let's see how many people are actually online. We're down to 35 people. Those numbers are dropping day by day by day.
Oh man, how many friends do I have? I have 20 friends online.
35 people. Used to be upwards over 100 every day. Now, barely 50 people. Barely, not even close.
Yes.
So yes, digital crack dealers, Mika. That's pixel crack as we refer to it.
Yeah. It's like you have to realize that your business model is selling fucking pixel crack, which means you need an art team.
Yeah,
in order to
when you're
create.
selling pixel crack, you don't fire the freaking art team first. You fire people like the guy who designed the damn quest system. You fire the sound effects people. You fire the people who aren't doing anything, but you don't fire the guys who are doing and developing your main source of friggin' income.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, moving right along. Exclamation, I love free shit. Exclamation, bundle me. Coming up shortly, we'll be pulling a streamer bundle here at the bottom of the hour. Let's move on to a topic that we've had here for a couple of days.
Hold on.
The forum people? There are no forum people. Forum people are all player volunteers. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. It's like all the QA is done by volunteers as well.
You thought that they would have learned from Ultima Online when they got their asses sued for having volunteer staff. Yeah,
and not paying them.
Are you saying there's no people from foreign countries?
No. Well, we know there's lots of people from foreign countries. I mean, Torque is from Germany for.
He said forum countries.
Oh, forum. Yeah.
Forum countries.
Yeah. Well, so remember, Chris said that there are 7 full-time employees, but he refused to name a single one of them. Instead, he mentioned some of the part-time contractors.
Lucky the mage.
But are we talking about some suggestions?
Game better with Butterfinger.
Are you ready for some suggestions there, Laz?
Suggestions for scene and loading tips. I was saying hello to this new player here. This is actually a new player
here. Rename the game, yo. Suggestions for... I just want to start a thread where we could list some possible new loading screen tips that are at least helpful, accurate, and hopefully useful information for new players. Please list each suggestion as with an example text, and then a reason why. Just listing a text example isn't very good feedback for the Catnip Games development team. Listing a text example and then a reason why is helpful information for the team to decide if such a tip may be warranted. The decision of adding some of these suggestions are entirely up to the Catnip Games development team. Try to the Avatar, copyright, Portalarium. We can at least list some suggestions and the reason why we think these would be helpful additions to the game. Example text. Pressing the blank key will toggle the item information window on or off when examining items with your mouse.
called the comma key.
Huh?
Called the comma key.
Yes, default
comma key already does that.
Yeah.
Comma.
This is something that many new players do not know and can usually press the comma button by accident. And they don't know that pressing that key will turn the item information window on or off. You will typically hear such a comment in the universe chat from new players from time to time, asking why they can't see information on items anymore. And then thankfully, many people press the comma key. Example text. Placing a recall scroll in your toolbar will show you the current location that you are bound to. Reason why. This is one of those really simple things that many people do not know, and especially new players. Well, so that is if you hover over the recall scroll and you can actually see the bottom of the text. Like,
what are you doing here?
So with my toolbar, with my skills bar all the way at the bottom of my window, I cannot see the actual description. So it ends up being cut off. And I sent you a screenshot of that. So in order to see that location that I'm bound to, you have to mouse over it.
I see what you're saying. But they said recall scroll, not the recall.
The recall scroll is on my toolbar.
Yeah, but that's not actually going to the actual scroll and hitting the tooltip is a little different than what you're showing there, isn't it?
Well, that's what he was placing a recall scroll in your toolbar will show the current location where you are bound to. I mean, that was his comment.
In the toolbar, I missed that point. I missed that point.
Yeah. But that's if you mouse over it. Yes. But yeah, I mean that would need some qualification and maybe a bug report that if you're the mouse over window, the informational window gets cut off if you have anything near the bottom of the screen. Because yeah, that's annoying.
Well, it's interesting because let's move on here and then we'll discuss this a little bit more because Sanyo says, oops, wrong. Yeah, sorry. There we go. That's the right screen.
This is currently not a default keybind, although the toggle inventory
great idea.
Option.
Great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not currently a default keybind, although the toggle inventory tooltips option once had that keybind. It was removed last year. That's funny. and then added a reworked version of this suggestion into the loading screen tips.
So if you open your inventory and mouse over something in your inventory, what do you see?
Well, nothing.
And then you hit the comma key and then mouse over that same item in your inventory, what do you see?
Well, hold on. Hold on. Nothing. No, it brings back up the description.
Now, is that considered the tooltip?
Yeah.
Now, of course,
that was changed for people that didn't have that information
that's
a
never
year
changed.
ago. Hey, man.
But mousing over something in the world doesn't stop. That doesn't stop something like if you mouse over like the streamer bundle or the radio, you can't toggle that on or off in the world.
Yeah.
Only in your inventory.
Yeah, and low hanging fruit responses. If they should put the tooltip for recall scroll, if by they you mean me, I agree. Recall and teleport scrolls should come with built-in instructions. Consider it done. What I meant is that you should put bound location into the recall scroll tooltip. That might be possible, but it would be a difficult thing to do.
Allie, didn't Sanyo say,
Yep.
you mean me, and consider it done? Are you telling Sanyo that he's not capable of doing it after he just said it was going to get done, or what's the story here? I love Allie Oop, don't get me wrong. She does a lot, but,
Yeah.
maybe read the prior comments from the actual developer before you start, offering up another developer to fix something that was already offered to be fixed by a senior developer. Yeah.
How about adding teleportability to those map drops so they are more useful? Map of Deep Ravenswood would teleport you there. Not sure what. No, that's a completely different topic there, Radicus. You're hijacking the wish list for suggestions for scene loading tooltips. Not sure how many scenes have maps, but it would be a cool feature to be on topic. It would be a scene change tooltip if that happens. Link.
Yeah, well, we got totally off the suggestions for scene loading tips right after the OP here. So, I mean, scene loading tips to hotkeys for tooltips is a whole different ball of wax. Yeah.
He was trying to correct something that players that started the game in the last year don't have that key bound, but if you're a legacy player, you still do.
I don't believe that's true, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Don't believe that's true, but
yeah.
Yeah, I've rebound so many keys, it's hard to tell. I just
Yeah.
Hard to tell because like my V key for first person view has been rebound to the vendor listing because that only makes sense. And who the hell uses first person since they removed all support for first person years ago? Yeah.
I use it occasionally to try to actually look at some textures on something because that's the only way you can see them.
Well, why? You really don't need to.
Well, because that way we can make comments about wasted polys on most everything.
Fitzgerald says he uses first person for decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
most of the time it's like wasted polys on things.
Most of the time I find myself having to pull my screen way out to do decorations because when you're scrolled way in doing decorations and you're trying to do something right here, you can't actually do it without being further out and being able to go, okay, I want it there. Because when you're in
Yeah.
like this, it doesn't make sense to try and get it there because you run into problems. But when you zoom out, for some reason, you're able to wedge things in tighter places. Of course, I never
It's
did
like,
think to use first person because first person, personally, I think sucks. But that's that's my 2 cents on that.
hey. Yes.
Hey, just my 2 cents. But
Yes. But yep. But
that's because it does suck. Thank you, Tina. Yeah.
as someone said, it is approaching the
Ding, ding,
bottom
ding,
of the
ding, ding.
hour
It
for
is that
people
time.
to do exclamation mark bundle me, because you know what Laz and myself are going to do? We're going to click that close button. Then we're going to click that little draw entrant button. Then we're going to click that announce button. And then we're going to send mail to Tina on my side.
We're going to be sending Brutus a streamer bundle.
Congratulations. And oh man, did we forget something on Taco Tuesday to double up things?
Probably.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But Tina's the wiener on my side, and Brutus is the wiener on Laz's side. So, congratulations to the wieners. And the giveaways are now open again.
Reopened.
Yes. Yes. And welcome Lucky the Mage to the
Lucky the
set.
Mage. He's
Where
back
we
again.
talk about, yeah. Lucky the
Oh,
Mage is sitting on the
oh,
couch
there he
now.
is. He's sitting. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Hope he's listening on the radio. Yeah, I guess he is.
Or watching on
Welcome to
Twitch.
WRFB. No, we got a couple extra listeners today, so I'm assuming
Okay.
he's probably
Okay.
one of them. I can tell by the listener count, which
Yeah.
usually there's only a small handful of people, and there's a couple more listening today. So, welcome to all you new listeners out there on the radio today.
Should I be like what was I watching? Something set in the future. A guy running a radio station out of his basement, and he only has one record, so he keeps on playing the same song over and over again. And like doing like intros and talking and everything else. It's like, thank you for listening to. And here we go again.
Well, that sounds like
That's right. You just heard.
a DJ who went crazy back in the 50s. He was playing, I
Yeah.
think it was Rock Around the Clock or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
and
you
he
ready?
locked himself into the studio and just continuously played the same song over and over and over until they broke down the door and removed him from the radio station.
Yeah, I can't even remember isn't that a song by Cake? No. I don't know. I don't listen to
I don't know.
Cake.
One of my favorites was always Pirate Radio,
Yes.
the movie. If you haven't seen Pirate Radio, go check it out.
Um see, one of Val Kilmer's best roles ever. No, wait, that wasn't Val Kilmer. That was
I say there's no such thing.
no. Shit, who is the high school kid running the pirate radio show? He also did like the skateboard movie. He's the one that was like
I don't know. Google, man. Google.
Fuck.
Come on, think, McFly.
CRS syndrome.
I know. Fucking too old. 80s, Gleaming the Cube. What's his name? What's his name? I remember Gleaming the Cube. Christian Slater.
Christian Slater. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So which radio station did he do? Hey, he's still doing movies? What is this?
Remarkable.
I know. Bum, 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 bum.
Let's move on to
Pump up
waiting
the
for your
volume.
character
Pump,
to leave
pump
the
up the
previous
volume.
scene.
Yeah. Pump up the volume. That's what you need to watch. You need to go watch Pump Up the Volume. But we're talking about can't get it, inability to get vendor direction marked on a compass
No,
if
we're
the vendor
talking about
uses.
waiting for your character to leave the previous
Okay,
scene, as I
fine,
just said.
fine. Waiting for your character to leave the previous scene. I love playing this mini game within Soda. Quite often it plagues me while signing on. Anyway, we have to force log out button that I can tell the server to immediately close my character out of the instance so I don't have to wait 5 minutes for the server to think about doing it. Does this happen to any of you out there? When this happens, I just load up another game and don't play Soda.
But
That
Shroud
isn't that
Math.
all of Shroud Math?
Yes, and it's one of those
Bugs? One of those bugs? Oh.
yeah, well, it's explained in a little bit more detail further on down the thread.
Lane's like, it usually takes 20 seconds or less for prompt to change. Maybe it's scene dependent. Me too. I leave a lot of scenes very active and have seldom waited for more than 20 seconds, usually only 15. Initial login sometimes takes longer, but no, I don't have a like. Barrigan's like, this has happened to me multiple times. Usually the client crashes while loading, and it will take more than 30 minutes for my avatar to finally leave the scene. Sounds like the avatar state got corrupt. It really shouldn't take that long at all. How would the avatar state get corrupt? Leaving a scene. Shroud Math. Yeah.
Well, first off, if you're actually waiting for a timeout and the AFK timer kicks in on you, you could get stuck indefinitely at certain points. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for that follow there, No Lander. Yes. I rent a land. I do not own it because I have to pay taxes every year. And they are just getting more and more excessive. I'm not sure exactly what's being discussed here. I'll assume you decide to play Shroud of the avatar and click on the icon, then start the game. You then log in with your account name and password. You click resume or world map. Upon clicking either option, suddenly it says waiting for your character to leave the previous scene appears. Vulcan Jetta is like, I've had that exact same thing happen twice almost 2 years ago. When I was leaving Central Brittany and the game crashed, trying to log back in and got that message. I don't remember which option I clicked though. Greetings all. I've had that happen. Something like that happen while logging in. I have crashed out of the login. When I start the launcher, it says waiting for the character to leave previous scene. It seems like a long time waiting, but it's less than a minute. And then the prompt changes and it finishes the login. It does have to populate the scene in the avatar after that, which is all part of the load. I have never gotten the message unless I have crashed out of the game or the login. Yeah. When you crash, the character stays online until it times out. That is what you are experiencing. When you do a new login, it is before the timeout, it will give the message. You just have to wait the 30 seconds for it. See, if the game crashes, there should be something notifying the server this character is disconnected and never actually made it into the game.
But wait, there's more.
Shroud Math.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. It will give that message, so you just have to wait the 30 seconds for it to 30 minutes for it to time out, for it to log off. Then it will let you in. This is like PvP, PvE mechanic to prevent people from instant log out to escape.
There you go. See?
They never got actually into the game.
Right, but the mechanic is there that if you try an instant log off, it goes, we're not going to let you, so thank you to Shroud Math. because Shroud Math allows you to not get instantly logged out because it goes, oh, especially if the person's PvP flagged, which we don't have any mention of. I'm wondering if Duke Gregor is actually PvP flagged, causing this to happen to him.
Let's see. Hold on. I have to do something stupid real quick.
All right. Well, you do something stupid.
You keep reading.
I'm gonna jump over to Bridge Troll's comment. He goes, in 1963, Barefoot Larry Justice, who had worked for about 6 months at WPGC in Washington, D.C., locked himself in the booth and repeatedly played the novelty track Prez Conference by Len Weinreb. Listeners really did come to the station to offer support. The issue was a pay raise and contract he had been promised, and he did get them. Yeah, I believe there was another instance where somebody else actually locked himself in a booth for 24 hours. I can't recall. You may want to look that one up, Bridge Troll.
Can I just ask? Can I just ask Jack to do that Necronut accent one more time? It was so good.
Necronut, what's going on?
I see, it was.
Which one was that one? I can't remember.
It was like the Honey Nut Cheerios Scrooge, but like higher pitched.
From what, the Twitter comments back in the earlier in the show?
Yeah,
act like I know what I'm actually saying.
The Lord sold his ship for a song. It was great.
What's going on, Necronut?
Not much.
Good to see interesting conversation on that topic out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like Crafty.
Yeah. Crafty is crafty.
There was an episode on Quantum Leap where Sam was locked in. He is a DJ, and he locked himself into his DJ building. I know you're probably not thinking of that though.
Yeah, no, this was actually something that happened at a real radio station. It was something that was on one of them oldies movies way back in the day. I remember from the 80s, but again, CRS. I can't remember what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently there are multiple instances of DJs doing things like this. In 1989, they had been playing NWA's song "Fuck the Police" in their regular cycle for up to 6 months before the song came to the attention of the government. The owners of the station, the ABC ordered the station to stop playing the song. Yeah. Which pushed rap into its infamy that it is today. But back to...
and ironically, ABC, also owned by Disney, made the mistake of signing ICP without thinking about what they were like at all.
What?
Yeah. ICP's first record label was with Disney.
That's funny.
Man, they just saw dollar figures. So they don't care.
And who was ICP?
I don't wish to say the name out loud.
Yeah.
Insane clown.
A bunch of fucking losers who lived in Detroit for a week and then tried to play tough. That's what they are.
I saw him get arrested outside a hotel I worked at when I was in my 20s.
I actually had them at a bar I ran back here in Florida, down in Fort Myers, before they were hugely popular, and the cops came and shut us down.
The only people that like ICP are rednecks. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. The cops came and shut us down on a noise ordinance after 10 p.m., even though we had permits to go to midnight. Yeah.
Jack, you're right, though.
What kind of music did they play?
The closer your front door is to a cornfield, the greater the chances you're an ICP fan.
Exactly. If you are a redneck, you like hip hop rock, you're going to like ICP. But the only people that I know of that like ICP are straight up rednecks.
Well, not just every redneck though, but like the kind of rednecks that are missing a couple of teeth and have a bit of nerve damage in their jaw from the drugs they like to do.
Yeah, might be on a little bit of meth.
I mean, the kind that are engaged to their sisters, those kind.
Might be sleeping with the family. Yes.
And Necronut, I don't know if you've heard this before, but you almost have this Howard Stern kind of voice.
Yeah, I do it. It's quite on purpose though. I've turned off the filters on my microphone before, and it usually shocks people at how much pre-pro is in there. Here, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys right now.
He just likes to make everything.
This is my naked voice.
Yeah,
lots of bass. Add the bass onto the voice.
I just want my voice to sound like it's coming out of an FM radio on a drive time. That's it.
Yeah, well, that's why I have a mixing board right over there, because mine is good, but the mixing board.
My voice really sounds like this, so yeah, this is what I really sound like. Then I adjust the knob, and then it's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
I think Necro's right. The one you did on that Twitter commentary was much better.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
Just remember all you have to do is remember that Honey Nut Cheerios commercial with Scrooge when he goes, "My customary gruel will suffice, thank you," and then like do that, but like as if somebody were squeezing his balls, because that's what you sounded like to me.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm glad that you just like had to come in to say how much you appreciated me doing that voice for your tweet.
I was wiping tears from my eyes. I was laughing so hard.
Took him a couple minutes to recover his composure to get back in here,
It's
and
like,
of course,
how does Jack just randomly like do this fucking funny ass shit?
Got to remind everybody out there that you too can do what Necronut did, and like Lomir does, like Mom and Threadia does.
Bang Discord.
That's right. Come join us and join in the commentary. We invite you all to do so, except hardly any of you ever do so because maybe you're afraid you don't have those wonderful radio voices like some of us out there.
Well, yeah, wonderful radio voice on me.
Jack and I have.
Jack and I have training. Thank you.
Jack and I have the faces for radio. That's for sure.
Some of us actually have broadcasting training.
Yeah, well, so do we.
Well, Mom, that means you need to talk more and not just say fucking shut up, lass.
Shut up, Jack.
Well, I used to bounce in a strip club, and the DJ was my DM for my D&D group, and we used to make fun of his voice all the time, so I can do that too. I can be like, "You're just in time for the Friday morning fart song."
There you go.
Yeah, so and speaking of strip clubs, one of my old roommates, the lead singer of his band was actually the if you know anything about Austin, he was the DJ at the Yellow Rose. And so we would go in there for really cheap food. And the most disappointing thing was whenever a stripper would actually run over and steal food off your plate. It's like, the fuck?
You mean the free buffet at the strip club?
Yeah. It's like,
yeah. She just wants one fry food. And then you look away and then all your fries are gone.
Yeah. It's like,
I just want one fry.
No, I didn't say you could have my food. I'm just here to eat.
I was going to say, I used to be a chef at Rachel's here in Orlando, and Rachel's is a strip club, 5-star dining, where a steak costs you $35, and all you get is a steak on a plate. You want a baked potato? That's an extra $10. You want a vegetable? That's an extra $10. And the girls would talk guys into buying them a meal worth $100 freaking a night, just to sit down and eat the meal, and then they'd get up and leave. And it's like, I never understood why guys would pay for that kind of shit, I mean, I can sort of understand paying for a lap dance, but paying for $100 meal for a girl to just sit down next to you and then leave after she's eaten the meal, I don't know.
People pay a lot of money to watch other people eat online. Really?
It's that booby
magic. Did I mention the girls were naked sitting next to them eating? So that might have been sort of the incentive, but
that's the Seinfeld good naked, bad naked thing, right? Like bad naked is definitely eating a baked potato.
Booby magic.
And Tina, this was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, it's probably more now. $10 for a baked potato. That's right. $10 for a side of broccoli. $20 for a side salad. Yeah. I mean, it was stupid. And again, $35 for a steak. I can buy a whole loin of fillet for $35 for crying out loud, and make
Hey,
10 steaks
Laz,
out of it.
you saw my freezer in my garage, right?
Yes.
Do you know
What,
how
what,
much all of that beef was?
next to nothing. You've only probably paid for processing, right?
So how much per pound do you think that was?
That depends on whether you're basing it on the cost to actually raise and take care of the cow, or yeah.
I didn't pay for the cow.
Well, I understand
Well,
that, but
and my cost was zero to have that freezer filled up, but
yeah,
the processing ended up being like $1.05 per pound.
yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah,
They're cheap, and the cow came from your brother's farm, so
yeah,
whatever it
and
cost them to raise it, feed it for however long it took for it to grow to
think
maturity.
it was 3 years old. So, but it was grass fed. It wasn't like uh, corn fed
Oh,
or anything like
so
that. So,
all they
yeah,
had to do was purchase the cow and then let it do its thing.
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very
I
good.
mean, he did buy some feed in that time and some additional hay, but yeah.
So
But
moving
yeah,
right along, want to cover
moving
another
right along.
topic over here, since I think we already
Uh,
figured out this topic.
what? How about that thing that keeps on disappearing?
How about we go to the one that you wanted to talk about? Can't get that
Fine, fine.
vendor,
Pat
get that out
patch
of the
pending.
way.
Can't get vendor direction marked on compass if the vendor uses the default name.
We've covered that
Right.
here on this show
Yes, we
before.
we have covered it because we have dealt with it.
Jack was trying to get some cheap scrolls one day and
Damn
way
straight.
couldn't find his way to the vendor because it wouldn't
It's
give
like,
you vendor
where
directions.
is this? Where is this person's lot? Which means that I need to go do that right now.
Well, let's go ahead and
So,
read the topic, then we'll show them what we're
okay.
talking about.
If the vendor doesn't have a name, you can't get vendor direction on your marked on your compass. It should be reproducible. As I wrote above, the vendor doesn't have a name. You can't get the vendor direction marked on your compass. There is a vendor which doesn't have a name belonging to a handler ship in Luna City. If you choose that vendor in listing and zone menu, you can't get the direction marked on your compass. So you come down, you do your search. You see where it's got the vendor name. So everybody has a vendor name for scrolls in Discord right now. Damn it. Keep loading.
I'm waiting for it to load here, but so
Yeah.
far it looks like everybody's figured that out
Yeah.
here in Owl's Head, at least.
Yes.
I'm sure that other guy is still. We'll find out here in a second. Owl's Head takes a little while to load.
200, 5 for 750. That's you. Yeah, looks like prices are pretty much good. Yeah, yep. Price. Oh.
Bill's Kodo exchange is down below 4K.
Hey.
That is interesting.
Wait, hold on. 20 scrolls for 900. That's a discount.
What a steal.
That's a steal.
I know. I mean, they're recall scrolls, though.
That's okay. We sell them.
Yeah. We will resell them. But yes, doesn't look like anybody's trying to really seriously undercut Laz and Jack and Al's Head anymore. But yes.
It looks like everybody's got a vendor name.
Yeah. Everybody had a vendor name, but that means that we need to go to our vendor listings and do something more generic than looking for scrolls.
I've just loaded the vendor list by itself, and looks like everybody is finally given their vendors' names in Owl's Head. I can't seem to find.
Was one of them named the Nameless? You scrolled really fast past it.
Let's see. Let's go by vendor name, and then I can go down to.
Yeah, the by vendor name doesn't actually do shit very well, unless it doesn't sort very
New vendor,
well at
new
all.
sale. is
New vendor, new sale here.
yeah.
But it's like, why is this not in alphabetical order? Because you start scrolling down and then you end up with alphabetical order.
Well, it depends. Where did you start?
I sorted by vendor name.
Okay, well, if you sort by vendor name, it should sort them in alphabetical order, no? Oh, look at that.
No.
There is actually. I just saw one vendor, I think, without a vendor name. There it is.
Where?
There's, well, Sid. Go to owner name Sid. Sid is the only one who has a vendor, and I think that was the same person who was selling those. If you try and get directions,
what the fuck is wrong with the sorting on this shit?
I don't know what your problem is.
So, if you are watching my screen here, I'll
as soon as you said "what the fuck," I clicked on your screen.
It's like, why the fuck do I have Hex, Holy Cow, some of Laz's shit, Chaotic 1, Chaotic Your Hex, Holy Cow, Laz, Hex, then goes into Bjorn, Phil. Then it starts doing alphabetical order, starting with Ashmal, Beelzebub, Bodhi, Bridge.
Interestingly enough,
it's like, how the fuck do you fuck this shit up?
If I sort by owner name, it starts with Hex, then it goes to Holy Cow, then it goes to me, Chaotic 1, GR, then back to Hex, then Holy Cow, then me,
yeah,
then Hex, then Bjorn, then Phil. Yeah. And then
maybe the sorting list, sorting list order was typed in on a ZERTY keyboard.
And then
it's like, how the fuck do you fuck up sort order shit?
There's
Shroud math.
There's a clip from a movie called Cannibal the Musical when they sing this song called I'm a Trappin' Man, and at the end they call it gross, and they start saying Lauchenheiser was singing in the wrong key, and then one of them goes, wait, are you guys singing in Mixolydian scales? And I feel like maybe that's what we're dealing with here. The music they hear is music we can't.
Yeah, Tina says, it's broken like everything else. I blame the lack of a relational database on the back end, which is most likely probably right, because this is what Tina does, deals with stupid shit like this all day. Him and Capheus.
Yeah. Hey, we're just going to put everything in a MongoDB.
Yeah, because it's free and it don't cost us nothing. So, we don't care whether it screws you guys up or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a MongoDB is so great for everything.
But yeah, is HLCGHLHBP is not alphabetical by any means whatsoever. Yeah.
Nope. And then also that's reflected also in the vendor name. If you sort that, because my first one is new vendor, new sale.
I was just about to say, what the fuck are you talking about, Laz? I remember the song that was taught to me as a child to learn the alphabet. HLGCTBL, again for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, new vendor, new sale here starts out. Yeah, then purple. And it's sorted by the same names. It's actually got no relation to owner name. This should be a bug. Where's Econdis? Econdis, take care of this crap.
Yeah. Sorter shit. Basic stuff. Hey, but Laz, you know what time it is?
It's time for us to wrap things up here.
Oh.
And real quick, as this was funny, just to go back to this topic before we get out of here. Alley-oop throws in the fact that you might have to check out commission-free vendor, classic vendor, brown female merchant. I don't think that the skins on the vendor actually have any relationship to the vendor names. They may not, but yeah.
Why should they?
Yeah. because it doesn't tell us whether it's a commission-free vendor or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't think anywhere in this, so I don't think that's
And
relevant.
did you know that a Baron servant and a Knight servant and a Lord servant are vendors?
You can unskin them and make them vendors. I already have some of them.
You can unskin them.
Yes.
But that's just a skin.
Right. But that's what they're talking about. All these are skins.
Hey, man.
Like the automaton. Now, had I known they were going to take and make the automatons inky, compliant, I would have never, salvaged one to get the skin off of it because, thanks, guys. But anyway, we got to wrap things up here for today because it's time for us to get out of here. So it's time to do some giveaways. So let's close out those streamer bundles.
Mom,
guess what you're getting. Mom with the double win. Holy crap!
Mom, guess what you're getting.
Mom's getting a pair of bottles.
That's
hey,
right.
Last time I actually got in one bundle a Black Cat, Deco Pet, and an Oktoberfest banner.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Very nice.
And
another one gave me number 4, but
Yeah. Tina is getting a copy of My Time at Port Nip Games, or My Time at Porsche.
Wouldn't it be funny if we got some keys for Shrouded Avatar out there?
Yeah. And My Time at Porsche.
I saw it for sale on a key website recently.
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm like, look, somebody bought a whole bunch of Shroud of the Avatar keys back when it was still selling.
Yeah.
Now it's free, and they're like, somebody buy these keys.
The Cherry 30.
Even before it went free to play, it was on a 2FA key reselling site for like 99 cents. So, but yep.
The Terry's going to get himself a copy of the Deponia Doomsday. Going out to Zatiri. Congratulations to you. And of course, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Necronut, for coming to join us today and providing some additional commentary and shits and giggles.
Thank you, Jack, for the Necronut voiceover.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to try to read all of your tweets that way from now on if I can ever remember.
You can just go back and maybe one of our clippers will clip it and send us a copy. So well, we can only hope. But we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Les.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.